Hello viewers, here is a Dominion oscillating fan. It is a model number, let's see, to style 2010, I'm not sure exactly what the model number is. It draws 0.62 amps, intended for use on 110, 120 volts. This would have been one of the cheaper fans back in the day, probably sold at one of those dime stores. But I always really liked these. I thought the blades were so cool with the way it has that big hub there that's so shiny. And I always thought the guards looked pretty neat too. This is one of the first fans I restored, if you will. I didn't repaint it, but I cleaned the finish pretty well and polished the blades. I put a new cord on it. This was the kind of cord it had originally, and the original cord, I still have it somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. I found it. This is it here, this brown one. So you can see the replacement is very close to what it originally was. This probably has more of a shine to it than the original one did, but it's the same kind of cord. And that was the original plug. So this is not really a good match. I should probably get something else, but that's what I had on hand at the time, so that's what I used. And it looks pretty good. This is a single speed model, rotary switch, oscillation control. I believe the base is cast iron. It does have a mounting hook to it. It has a looks like it's number 8 up there and number 2 down there, and then that number, if that means anything to anybody. I believe this is a 10-inch model, approximately 10 inches, and it runs pretty well. So let's go ahead and plug this up and see what it can do. I'll try to keep the camera out of the wind stream as much as possible. It has developed that crackly sound with use. I'm not sure what that is. At some point, this thing needs to be internally torn apart and kind of revamped. I added oil to the bearings years ago, but at the time I wasn't really into splitting motors apart and doing all that stuff like I do now. So this needs to be revisited at some point before it's used regularly. Okay, we'll engage the oscillation. See, that does work. Moving a good breeze. If it didn't work for that stinking rattling noise, it would be relatively quiet. Let's try that again. Okay, I'll go ahead and cut it off and do a spin down. Yeah, the bearings could probably use some cleaning and oiling. But anyways, that's that. The Dominion So call it the 2010. Thank you for watching.